his audio situated?
China. China. It was
Okay.
China. Everything's China. Always China or somebody else. We never look at ourselves. Who gives a shit? We've all been through this. All of us.
Who gives a shit? I want to get my shit delivered. I need my shit made in China and delivered here. Don't you?
Well, I thought your ex-boss, Mr. Trump, had stopped all of that. He'd put massive 50% tariffs on Chinese stuff to be able to stop stuff coming in so that America could actually produce its own shit so you didn't have to rely on China. So what's going on? Have you stopped that? Are you not producing all the shit that you need to produce?
I'm playing, Harrington.
No,
you're right. We need to be more self-sufficient.
Absolutely.
Less dependent on China, for sure.
And Russia, and everywhere else.
And everyone else. Right. And the UK should only be dependent on America.
No. No. But I hear you. The UK is dependent on fucking everywhere else. Everywhere. And it's bad. It's a bad situation to be in. This globalization experiment that's been going on all my life. I hesitate to say it's a failed experiment. I really do. Because I think it's a good ideal to aim for. But you can only aim for an ideal like that where everybody is equal, everybody is accepted. Yes, you might not like what they do because they do things different to you, but you have to accept it. I don't know what it's like in China. I don't know what it's like in Russia. I don't know what it's like in fucking Saudi Arabia or Afghanistan. I've never lived there. I cannot comment and say that what they do is bad. I cannot comment and say what they do is wrong. I can comment and say, from my perspective, I think that looks unfair. I think it looks unequal. I don't think I would like it. I don't think I'd like to live there. But I wasn't brought up in that area. And I don't live there. I live in my country with all of my stuff. But that doesn't mean I don't have to think that actually other people have different governments, different ways, different cultures, different lives. And they deal with it because we're humans.
Well, the people that deal with it because they have no other choice.
Well, I've got no other choice than to deal with what the fuck's going on in the UK.
I bet you have more freedom and ability to leave the country if you wanted to than maybe the average Chinese person, huh?
Well, why?
I don't know.
Chinese can leave China. They always have done.
Are there any kind of strict restrictions on them, or?
I have no idea.
I'm sure they want these. They want, or is it like only get the? I don't know. I don't know what it's like.
I don't know. I mean, how easy is it?
They want to keep a lot of their population in.
How easy is it for lots of poor people in the UK to actually go anywhere? Maybe they can't even afford £150 passport. Maybe they don't want to go anywhere. Maybe they just want to. Maybe they can't even afford a fucking car. I mean, if you've got money, you can do anything in this world. You can get a passport and you can go off to somewhere. You get a visa, you pay for that, and you go somewhere. Then you come back because you've got this social construct called a nationality. You're not allowed to fucking stay somewhere else because they'll kick you out. They don't want you either.
Even with money, some people, I guess, don't want change. Sometimes it's easy, right? It's like, what's that saying? It's easier to, stick with the evil you do know instead of the evil you don't.
Yeah, grass is greener on the other side, or maybe it fucking isn't. Maybe it's yellow.
Still has to be mowed.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of shit about my country that I can't stand. There's a lot of shit about America that I can't stand. But I'm looking at America from
there's nothing you cannot stand.
Afar. right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't stand the political elites in my country. They're all narcissistic, power mad, crazy fucking
Either.
wankers. But I love my country, and I
Same
don't want to
here.
leave it.
Same. I got the same sentiment here.
Exactly. But I'm not going to judge a different country. I will judge America when I'm talking to you lot because I like winding you all up. But I mean, it's like, yeah, we each live in our shitholes. And we all like to say some other shithole is worse than ours. And the people who are leading us like to go and fight against those.
What if I mean, it's been thrown out. What if it was the case that this was an intentional virus set off by China, which caused this fucking havoc for 2 years, 3 years now to the world?
Well, what if it was?
What
Obviously, that makes
should they be accountable?
them-
How do we make them accountable?
it would certainly make the current crisis pretty ironic.
I mean, what if it was? What do you mean by purposeful? I mean, we know that there are biosecurity experiments being pushed and taken forward by America in many other countries, but they don't do it in fucking America. They do it in weak little countries by going, you do this for us and here's shitloads of money and keep it fucking quiet.
Well, now you're talking about Ukraine, but we're talking about
No,
China.
I'm not just talking about Ukraine. I'm talking about South America. I'm talking about the rest
Well,
of the
it's all around the
Eastern
world.
European.
I mean, it
all
has
around
been
the
said that
world, yes.
Fauci or we had some kind of interest in China's labs over there. No,
Exactly.
Yeah, he funded against U.S. law. They skirted the rule. Like Obama's the one who said you can't do that. And
There's
then
a lot of propaganda, a shitload of it, and none of us knows the truth. And you just go, okay, until we know the truth, who gives a fuck? We just have this thing and we have to deal with it. And most of the Western world has dealt with it by producing these vaccines and having these lockdowns. We've had China has had massive lockdowns and very
but
few
all this is
vaccines.
part.
Australia and New Zealand have gone for a zero COVID aspect along with China. And we've all always said that is going to cause major fucking problems.
Look, until we can get down to until we can really get to the point where we're getting the truth in our news and, we're not being, lied to constantly. That's the problem. There's no transparency in anything anymore. It's like a warfare against the people.